Welcome back CTB Zodiac channel. Subscribe to the channel so you don't miss the zodiac sign videos. Scorpio's development in April 2023. After relaxing, happiness may come unexpectedly. Scorpio may be more extreme in the near future, both in thoughts and actions, showing a different state from before. Scorpio has always been a model of calmness in the eyes of external energy, but now that Scorpio is facing something, Scorpio does not know how to control themselves. Any energy will have relatively extreme thoughts after encountering an impact, but this situation may only make oneself suffer more, and it is useless for solving the problem, and may also have a negative impact on the surrounding energy, especially causing the partner in the relationship to feel a lot of pressure and may be forced to choose to withdraw. Therefore, the first thing to remind Scorpio is to manage their emotions first, calm down before considering or taking action. Scorpio's overall state seems to be quite negative, and Scorpio has always been under pressure, feeling gloomy, and always thinking about unsolvable problems. Scorpio may have encountered a tricky situation, which may correspond to work, and most of Scorpio's energy may be occupied, and the emotions have always been difficult to let go. The energy that Scorpio encounters is special, which is why some Scorpios feel familiar and not unfamiliar when they first see this person. You may not have much time together, but both of you quickly recognize the relationship between you and feel grateful for the arrangement of fate that allowed you to meet in this life. Scorpio has a desire for a deeper connection between you, and Scorpio also has a more urgent wish. However, there are obstacles that cannot be overcome between Scorpio and this person. You may not be able to meet frequently, and you cannot have a deep understanding of each other. Communication is also a hidden danger between you, and you may have conflicts due to a lack of deep communication. The other person still recognizes the relationship with Scorpio, and they have had happy times together and feel very happy. The other person regards Scorpio as a close partner and has great confidence in the future between you. However, one thing to note is that the other person is a cautious type, and they will also be in a defensive state in the relationship. They are used to using this method to protect themselves, which leads to the fact that the other person will not face Scorpio very frankly in the relationship, and there may be things that the other person thinks are unnecessary to say, resulting in concealment. However, Scorpio has successfully entered the other person's inner world, and they have had thoughts of making changes for Scorpio, but maybe they haven't taken action yet, compared to the other person. Scorpio is the more mature one in the relationship, seeming to be more tolerant and rational. Scorpio has always had a spirit of giving, and taking on too much responsibility also makes Scorpio unable to dispel their worries. Scorpio will be affected, and their attitude towards this relationship is not so positive. However, how can Scorpio fall into pessimism and cannot extricate themselves? The energy of the other person is very face-conscious, and they will be influenced by the voices of surrounding energy, and they are worried that others have a bad impression of them.